The Sims console ports. I've covered them all. We busted out, we herbs, we even The Sims. However, we have not yet Sim R2. Yes, that is correct, dear viewers. If you can decipher that nonsense I have just spewed, you are a clever little thing. Today, I am playing The Sims 2 for console. I have played all the Sims 2 port spin-off things, and I love them all. Well, maybe not all of them. The Sims 2 will always hold a special place in my heart. The Sims 2 for PC was my first Sims PC game, and I saved up for so long to buy it. All my pocket money went towards it. And I'm sure it's the most expensive thing that I had to date at that age. And the fool that I was, the packaging was damaged, and I got it from the Asda. What a crazy place to buy a game, Asda. I mean, it's just such a random place. It's not like one of those, it's not round the corner, is it? What are you talking about? It's just like, oh yeah, where did you get your game from? Oh yeah, I got it from Asda. Asda. I didn't even know they sold games in Asda. Anyway, The Sims 2 is the fourth game in the old console series. It was released for Xbox, PS2 and GameCube, as well as all the other little handheld consoles, which you already know about. Developed by Maxis and released at the end of 2005, but you already know that. Anyway, join me in getting my Sims 2'd. Hello there, opening cutscene. We see a chicken playing chess, and I guess that chicken has just recently graduated. Well, good luck getting a job. Then here we go. An alien makes its debut appearance, because we are in The Sims 2, of course, followed shortly by various cutscenes of what I can only interpret as what is to come. We end on the inevitable. Ah yes, young love. So here we are, gang, our Sims 2 console universe, rotating in all its glory. So time for the old create a sim time. Oh, how I've missed you, my beloved exposed brick wall. There's just something about this exposed brick wall and all the pictures. One day I will have a wall for myself, and you know what? I will just treat myself to exposing that brick. Why not? I deserve it. You can either generate your sim from these picture frames, but it's kind of freaking me out because the sound effects are all a bit too much. So you know what? I'm going to take it from here. Wait, what? Have I just Emperor Xxizzled myself? Oh yes, the difference between 1 and 2. What separates the men from the boys? Aliens. Ah yes. It's just like looking in a mirror. I ponder about whether I should Joe Goldberg myself or not. However, I opt out. Pooh isn't going down that avenue of life. She is a star. However, I really need to unlock this brain hat. It isn't a want, it's a need. I dress my sim how I myself and me would like to dress in an ideal world where I actually left the house and the opinions of others didn't matter. Look, even partaking in the free the dog movement, those dogs are free. There's even a Sims Apple Watch alongside a Sims iPod. We're all sluts for Apple, and I'm sure Pooh is too. A difference in this game of The Sims 2 is that we pick our aspirations from these options: romance, wealth, knowledge, mates, and creativity. But you gotta choose romance, right? That's the go-to aspiration, right? Ah yes, Pooh Pooh. There she is, in all her pooey glory. On to endure the challenges in Pooh's new life. I wonder what trials and tribulations they will partake in. Hip hop, jump jump, I'm getting a little bored. Well, I beg to differ, Pooh. You look as happy as Larry. So it turns out we can control the sim like in the PSP version or in Castaway where we woo. Or we can do it the classic point and command kind of way. Not entirely sure what I prefer, but it's always funny rotating on a single player game. Our male roommate goes to the toilet and makes the game lag. That evil man. However, this will be a common occurrence that happens during the gaming experience when characters become pixels and lags. But I have adapted to it by just ignoring it. After balancing a Hoover on the old noggin, I become friends with Felicity, and turns out that I'm living with two handsome Sims. Look at this eye candy, which is Aussie. I guess good things do happen to good people. I purchased this rotating bed and I'm told to visit another location. Okay, if you insist, aspiration meter. I'll also just quickly mention that the gold aspirations are the goals, and you have to complete them to progress in the game and unlock new areas. However, rudely interrupted by that slag Felicity, she's fallen out with me. I'm riddled with annoyance. Then I remember that she was impressed by me balancing a hoover on my nose. So, you know what they say, easy come, easy go. So, piss off. The timing, you just couldn't make it up. The paper boy apparition appears as I am commanded to get a job. Oh, bloody Aussie has fallen out with me too, so frig your lot of you, I have new roommates now. I decide that my career path will be that of the fashion variety. We all know Pooh can severely slay, so why not get paid for it? Here we are, Shorn Line Trails. Not sure what is going on, and it actually turns out I can play as this woman. I purchased the painting of Jade from that herbs game. Look everyone, amazing. We love the herbs, don't we? I hear through the grapevine that Torin Namaste is an evil, evil bastard. So I naturally make him my arch enemy. You'd think with a name like Namaste you'd be nice and into yoga with Adrian and stuff, but no, evil, evil. I decide I don't want to sleep in the same room as loads of these roommates though. I need my own space, so I remove all the beds from this room, put them elsewhere, outside, all sorts. So my lovely double bed, perfect for when the opportunity strikes, if you catch my drift. Wink wink. But you know what, it kind of pisses me off. Why do they never go in the middle? Like, how are we supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions? But anyway, I opt to not decorate my room according to my taste. Who can afford that these days anyway? Renowned handsome man Aussie will be the first victim of my affections. I try planting a cheeky kiss, however, he rejects me. And you know what, mate? Your loss. You're missing out on all this pooey goodness. Returning from a hard day at work and being promoted to a waxer of bodies, that slag, Farah, is sleeping in my bed. The bed that I bought. So I'll wake her up so I can sleep in my own bed. You find your own way, love. Amused by Pooh's I need a big fat piss face, and after waddling my way to the toilet, I exercise and work out until I have maxed my body skill, and now I'm ready to take on that evil, evil Torin Namaste and his evil, evil ways, and beat the bastard at a cheeky game of Subutio. Shishua on babyfoot, back of the bloody net. Crazy how strong you've got to be to win a tabletop game though. Meanwhile, that nightmare of a woman, Farah, keeps on putting the bills on the table so we can't pick them up. You know what? Any excuse to not pay away. So Torin is left a bloody and humiliated carcass. So I move on to my next abode. I will miss you though. Beautiful place by the beach. Cliffside retreat, here I come. We are greeted by Isabella and Mail saying weird things. All my goals are like weird as well. Fix a stove, buy a fire extinguisher, and a table, which I'd shortly found out that we already have the exact same table outside. And this lass, she's just sitting by the fire while I'm grafting away. So while she's distracted, I decide to bagsy this room with all the nice furniture. But this is quite a nice place. Oh, now our goal is to help Isabel achieve her goals. We love queens supporting queens. But why is this guy sleeping like this? Wait, how do you make a butty? I can't even believe I'm struggling to make a butty in this day and age. Oh, so I have to give this butty to Patrizio? Who the heck is he? Oh, is this bloke that she lives with. And it's time to become mates with him. So it turns out that they're married and they're not even mates. And I also find out that Isabella, the married Isabella, is into Pooh, and she wants to turn our friendship into a budding romance. Oh, Isabella, it's always the quiet ones. So, the amazing person that I am, protecting their marriage, I quickly make Isabella give her husband some food, so the irresistible Pooh can escape to the next location, HMS Amore, or should I say HMS Slag. We are greeted by Betty Buttercup saying, "Oh Captain Longfellow, why won't you love me?" And Hector Fromaggio saying, "Love, romance, debauchery." Who will be from Hector Fromaggio's next conquest? I'll shortly discover that all these aboard HMS Slag have corrupted and hypersexualised our innocent and pure Pooh. Upon arrival to our new maritime home, Pooh runs to whack on the telly and I'm taken aback. PTSD and war flashbacks. I know that music anywhere. It's that evil, evil student finance England music playing on the telly. Repulsed by the memories the telly has brung up, I have a gander at my new stomping ground. Heart-shaped beds and hot ETs galore, and this handsome dude. I decide to have a gander at the old information provided about these patrons of this nautical home. Nelson Longfellow. Famous for his erotic maritime novella, Yardarm. Captain Longfellow has parlayed his acclaim into a lucrative sailing career, piloting Miss Buttercup's yacht to exotic ports of call. Hector Fromaggio and his handsome features mask the fact that he smells like a goat. Some claim he is nothing more than a gold-digging woohoo maniac, and they're right. Betty Buttercup, heir to an inexplicably large pink flamingo fortune, Betty desperately wants to marry Nelson so that she may have a scandalous affair with someone younger. Well, finally, after complimenting this handsome bloke, Pooh gets to fulfill her dream of making out with someone. But enough of that, we must work on Betty. She needs her "Oh Captain, my Captain." She talks in the mirror, a cheeky workout, and she's finally friends with the captain. Just call Betty Nigella because she's making aphrodisiac kebab. And it's so scranalicious that Betty can't help but to scran it down herself. But Betty, you better stop. This is for your beloved Nelson. But once the captain has stopped yapping to our Pooh, we hand him the delectable kebab. Go speak in the mirror once more. We buy the herbs painting to set the mood. And we start by making out. Then we swiftly move on to proposing to the old captain. Ah yes, MILF time. And I'm sorry Betty, I'm just not a fan of this wedding outfit. You are not a bonny bride today. But guys, I'm on the struggle bus. I've chosen Pooh's aspiration to be romance. Alas, I'm unaware of how to woohoo in this game. And I'm gutted, I haven't even unlocked any cool outfits yet. But eventually, I reluctantly discover how to woohoo. And this is where it all went downhill. Pooh finally woohooed with Hector. Then she swiftly moved on to Betty. And then our Hector gets it on with Nelson. And the only ones who aren't canoodling with each other are our Pooh and Nelson. We should rename the HMS Amore to HMS Clap. The clap is rife on this boat with all the nautical nonsense these Sims be partaking in. So once Pooh has been promoted, goodbye SS Gonorrhea, you will be missed. Pooh has gotten herself a funky new work outfit. With a great promotion comes great responsibility. A responsibility to slay. Turns out this is an artist retreat, apparently located in Strange Town's desert. And I wasn't aware that this is just a bonus lot and you don't really get anything for it, so my efforts were in vain. However, I'll go over the shenanigans that our Pooh partook in. So it turns out that artists do not need food. No fridge, no grill. Gives the whole starving artist thing a whole new meaning. But it does give me Pixelaker vibes, but like, if Pixelakers was really boring. The art woman be grafting away, writing a blog, painting and shit. Meanwhile, Pooh be impressing the ladies with her Hoover balancing act. And why is it a Hoover on the head? Would you be impressed by a Hoover on your head? Pooh then decides to get it on with this dude called Rico in the studio, where I've decided to place a bed. Cause why not? Perfect place to put a bed. And this bloke, aptly named Willie, just be standing at the foot of the bed watching Pooh. Pooh really be getting it on with everyone. Woohooing left, right and centre. I'm surprised that one of our Pooh's aspirations isn't creating a new STD. The way Pooh and Jasmine be walking to work is a complete mood though. And after complimenting many a people and balancing many a Hoover on my head, we have the 6 friends required for Jasmine to be happy. But friends is not enough for this woman. Apparently we have to throw a party. So after Pooh and Jasmine have completed their woohoo together, Jasmine whacks on a costume for the party goers. And look, all these costumes. Costumes galore. And I'm on the struggle bus to kind of get 4 people dancing at once, even though I can control 4 Sims. What's my problem? And now, the cheek, Jasmine wants 3 lovers. You know what? I give them to her. And then it's dawned on me that there are no more gold aspirations in this location, and nothing was unlocked. However, Patricia has made my day by stating she was going to meet some friends. looking like this. Whilst Pooh has been playing the guitar and trying to obtain more friends, well, it actually turns out that Rico fucking burned to death and is now a ghost. I thought it'd be sad, but we can actually control the ghost. It's so fun. Also, I'm distracted by Pooh's sleeping body. But you know, we can interact with people. We can like vomit on them and possess them. But in the end, I'd just pay for him to come back alive. And I give up on getting promoted. So I decide my time here has come to an end. Goodbye Mesa Gallery and on to Sunset Canyon. But I shortly discover that this is also a terrible, terrible home. It looks cool at face value, I'm like, ooh, a film set. But there's fuck all here. No bed, no bog, no grub. How's a sim supposed to live? How's a sim supposed to live? This bloke called Red S greets us with another opening script.
My movie career may have faltered, but this movie lot is filled with memories.
No shit, mate. There's literal ghosts here. Even the bloody Grim Reaper's here. Suddenly I'm struck with the realisation that all these people are alive in all the other places, but now they're here, they're dead. Billy Spector, Helga, and this pirate woman. I'm not sure what's going on, but all the ghosts have scared poor Red to death, and all he wants is his memories. So I make Billy Spector, the resident cowboy, pay to come back alive, and he bloody goes and dances on Sheila's grave. I don't know what one's Sheila's grave is, so you know what, I'll just dance on them all. What does he have against Sheila though? I also make the pirate wench, who's called Sheila, have a fiddle battle with the Grim Reaper, because it sounds glorious, but that was just so disappointing. Reluctantly, I make all the ghosts come back to life. Although I adore the theming that we got going on and the ghosts haunting this movie set, they are so annoying and they just keep on scaring me and Red, making our lives really difficult. But as they are no longer apparitions, they're fucking blocking the door so I couldn't go to work. Imagine this.
Oh miss, I can't come to school today. All these people are blocking the door.
Red wants to play the guitar and paint a picture, and now his true intentions are beginning to show. We have to reconnect with his girlfriend who died, Helga. And it's like no time has passed at all, as they're cuddling in bed. And why not have a cheeky woohoo, because apparently she looks nice now she's alive. However, Billy begs to differ and slaps Helga around the face with a fish, shoves her and finishes it off with a big fat wedgie. What better way to celebrate these ghosts being resurrected that died in an unfortunate series of events involving an anvil, a piano and a pirate, than throwing a shite party. Pooh, after finding some buried treasure and serving some food to Red, she frigs off out there to the next house, which I didn't realise again is another bonus location, so I will resentfully talk about my experience here. Some guy is like, oh, my nephew's so lazy. And then the nephew, who looks an awful lot like that evil Chas McFreely, then says, my uncle needs to take a chill pill. Us musicians are young, hung, and clearly march to the sound of my own drum, so props to you, mama. Yeah, he said that. So I build this bloke a recording studio. Someone at The Sims, because I am a pro builder right here. Then I buy him all this shite, stereo, a computer, a metal detector. We even get promoted for him. I buy him some arcade games, which I carefully and feng shui place into the house to complement his decor. And we even throw a big fat party for the twat. And then the cheek of him, he wants me to help him master the business career. I ain't got time for that, mate, you can piss off. You know what, all that's getting me through this game is the thought of unlocking my beloved exposed brain. So I move into Tranquility Falls, and I'm not gonna lie, what a stunning place. However, I've lost all my bloody mates, haven't I? It's just so hard being popular. Now I understand popular people. So, Chantel wants me to change her clothes, so dead fox over the shoulders it is. And now basically then just want me to ruin their home by buying a massive fountain and using my skills as a pro builder to add a room to their beautiful house. And someone at The Sims again, and proclaim my pure skillicious for the world to behold. Meanwhile, Pooh wants to use the massage table, and of course, Tranquility Falls does not have a massage table, so I have to buy it. And the machine really said to Pooh, pat on the bum, no harm done. And then Pooh Pooh, she desperately wants to build a wall, so I do. In the old Larry department, he just won't skip work and I have to force him to sleep through his alarm. So after a hard day of skipping work, Larry then requests to produce a nausea meal with some yummy seafood, which we then feed to this bint called Candy. And yeah, she's vomits. There's always something that makes me laugh about vomiting. And just to let you know, yes, Pooh has woohooed with all the patrons of Tranquility Falls. She's just a hopeless romantic, of course. And on that note, time to move to Jurgen House, where again it is just a bonus lot. But hope is not all lost as I meet the best person, well, apart from Pooh, in the whole of the Sims 2 universe, named Toothless Joe. He be like, running this hostel keeps me in touch with today's youth. Ah yes, Toothless Joe. Just pure misogynist energy dripping off him. Slapping all these beautiful women with a fish. A true evil man. He really just hates beautiful women. With his new arch nemesis, Dina Caliente, who we fight and win. So I read a bit of Toothless lore, and it turns out that he had his teeth surgically removed as part of a PR campaign. Uncomfortable with what I had to witness in that evil hostel, I move on to the moment we've all been waiting for. What puts the two in The Sims? The alien crash site. The alien be like, I want to make peace with our neighbour, no matter how crazy he seems. And the neighbour be like, aliens! Aliens everywhere! Why wouldn't you believe me? Why? Aliens, I tell you. Bit much if you ask me, just smile. It's nearly Christmas, just smile. So here's the alien crash site, and it's so cool. Look, they've just done a hologram of the house. Honestly, I'm loving it. The Sims 2 aliens are actually quite intimidating. Well, apart from Johnny and Mr. Smith, so I was taken aback that these two are just so silly and goofy. And also, kind of beautiful. One of the aliens wants a job in politics. No wonder the neighbours like, they're everywhere, I tell you. Pooh inevitably woohoos with one alien, and I feel like woohooing is the only way to unlock outfits in this game. Honestly, it's encouraging Pooh's shenanigans. The clap is rife amongst the citizens of this universe. Meanwhile, the other alien would like to be mates with their neighbour, which requires them to hop out of the alien get-up into something a bit more human. Ah yes, much more human. Our alien wanted to cook some food for his neighbour and well, he's gone and fucking set himself on fire, hasn't he? So we pay off death because that neighbour is starving. And Pooh also decides that she's also into this alien that has recently been resurrected. So, time to woohoo with them too. Now all that's left for our Pooh to do is write her explicit blog about her sexual antics with these aliens and maybe build a cheeky wall. I've just got such a talent, just an innate talent when it comes to building on The Sims. No one can compare. And there's just random people I have to chase out of my alien sleeping pods. You cheeky little things. But after a lot of hard work and grafting, Pooh has finally mastered the fashion career, and the alien would like to purchase a rug, which I immediately sell, because you know what, I'm not going to get reimbursed from these aliens. Well, it was nice knowing your alien crash site, but Pooh is on to greater things, into this underwater mansion that is the Biodome. It's kind of cool, but it's weird. But it's cool. It kind of reminds me of that bit in Danganronpa. I've never played that game. Or Alterna and, in Splatoon that. I've never played that game. But all the people in this biodome have conflicting views. Like, Noel's like, wealth and power are all that matters in this life. And Jessica Jones is like, having a good time is the only reason to live. And this bloke called Rusty Piggins be like, why do I even work for these bastards? Nah, you know what the actual meaning of life is, guys. Pooh. Noel is a vibe though. We do as what is expected of a rich person. We hit balls off the edge of a building, dangerously of course, because we're like in a biodome underwater or something. And then we state, it's lonely at the top. Or we do it in his voice. Oh, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. I thought I had found our Pooh's soulmate with this handsome alien bloke, but he keeps on rejecting her. Pooh, your charms do not work for everyone. So, as usual, we have to complete Noel's demands like buying expensive painting, building a room, an extremely tiny room. And finally, after woohooing our way to the top, and this woman who's kind of serving but also really creepy watches us woohoo, I can finally perform a secret handshake with Noel. Poor old Pooh though, you may have slept your way to the top, but there's no room at the inn tonight. She has 40 winks on the couch. Is it 40 winks? I have 40 winks on the couch. And give her a delicious glowing meal. And whilst looking through this telescope, Pooh states that she didn't realise it until now, but the orbit room is a bit of a dump. Pooh's just so funny. I want to unlock all the outfits, so I tried the cheats, and yeah, you know what? It unlocks everything except the brain. How do I unlock the brain? This is all I want from this game, is my beloved brain. Yeah, so anyway, I maybe if we concentrate on Noel, we can get our brain. So after the house went up in flames and the game jamming, Noel starts hammering the piano, and I guess it's just so hard being rich and successful and having a fling with Pooh. And eventually, Noel paints, well, an apparent masterpiece, and who am I to judge? Well, not me. Noel has been promoted to the mayor. What he says goes, and that's the game completed. We are treated to a surprise cutscene. Oh, it's just like bloopers. Oh, wasn't that just so quirky and fun? Yeah, thanks all that game for what? No conclusion, nothing, that's it. And I'm just so unsatisfied with that ending that I attempt to unlock my beloved brain by completing all the careers. But this is me talking like 5 days later into the Pooh career completion chamber. Chamber? I've only completed 4 of the careers. And then Pooh started refusing to work. She was having none of it. So you know what? I don't blame her. We don't even know if it's going to unlock the precious brain helmet. So whether this hard work will be in vain or not, who knows? But I'm not willing to try anymore. No, it is lobotomy time, I fear. Overall, I did enjoy it, and the two-ness that it brought to The Sims. And weirdly, I like the cooking and stuff, and getting the food out the fish tank and stuff, but what I didn't like are the goals being part of the aspirations. It may have said story mode, but it wasn't much of a story, was it? Where was the villain? Where was my goal to get married? They really didn't want Pooh to settle down. They were just like, oh, help all the Sims. Is that a story? Is that a story to you? Is that a story? I beg to differ. Wow, that ending cutscene. What? How disappointing. Where was the conclusion? And where was my brain? But anyway, I still thought it was an alright game, you know. I'd play it. Once I've forgotten it, I'll play it again. Why not? Anyway, thank you everyone for your time. And please, 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 send me positive vibes so I will no longer have sleepless nights, tossing and turning, thinking about the absence of my brain helmet in my life. I will see you all in the next one.